Thank you so much. And actually, it's a great pleasure for me to be in this field of positive energy. And my thanks for that goes to dear Mr. Mark Domfried and the family of the ICD. And of course, my thanks goes to my dear friend and Excellency Ambassador Badr Abdelati and the family of the Egyptian Embassy in Berlin. Actually, when we look at the world, unfortunately, not all, but hopefully most, there is a lot of things that we do not like. Because our life in this planet, in this life, can be by far better. I think we can relate these problems that we are facing mainly to two parts. One of them is related to, let's put it nicely, in psychology, there is this concept of global mental health. There are problems with the global mental health with some, and this can be solved. But for now, there are still some who need to see more light, to become part of light, and it is not difficult. It is doable. But it's a real challenge, but I'm sure that with peace, honesty, understanding, harmony, and love, it can be attained. The other issue, which is very important as well, is problems related to mutual misunderstanding, lack of understanding, and distorted stereotypes. And this initiative actually aims at the alleviation of these problems. This initiative is a public diplomacy initiative fostering a culture of peace. I will not dwell much in the literature of this initiative, but I will divide it into two parts. One of them, I will make a brief presentation about the initiative, and the other, I will share some of the messages, or let's say material, of this initiative, how it's presented, because after all, the essence of this initiative is it being a synergy of diplomacy, lyrics, music, and photography to underline what we all share as one human family, hoping for a better future for the one human family without exceptions, and to just live simply and better. So the objectives: to spread a culture of peace in line with the Declaration and Program of Action of the General Assembly of the United Nations of 1999. And I would stress from this declaration and program two main pillars, which is poverty alleviation and education. And since education was tackled a lot throughout this symposium, I would like to just add one point, that while there are constructive education, we also have destructive education, unfortunately. But on the other hand, and meanwhile, while we are the slaves of what we learn, we are the masters of what we understand. So, the objectives: to stress what we share, to contribute in the alleviation of problems related to misunderstanding, lack of understanding, and distorted stereotypes, and to spread a culture of peace, and to divert existing differences from being something problematic to being something positive, enriching our life in this planet. As my dear friend, Ambassador Badr Abdelati said, it's a global village. As they say in Spanish, el mundo es un pañuelo. The world is just this big. So, how to implement this? The methodology of insertion understanding. To market anything, you need to get the attention, and then the interest, and then you convey the message. So, actually, when you get a diplomat that goes on stage, actually with a guitar and sing his own songs, curiosity brings people to see what this guy has to say. Why is he in the office with the tie? It's sometimes better to go with the jeans and talk and sing about things we all share and think of, but often don't have the courage to face. It's all about, sometimes, it's about unsaids. It's not about what we say, it's about what we don't say. So, the methodology is this synergy, as I will dwell with some messages. This initiative was presented since some time ago in various venues to the various audiences because it's very flexible. I mean, today I came without my guitar, but I will put don't worry, two clips to two songs of mine in the framework of a culture of peace. But I must confess that this initiative could have traveled by far further, but I think it was not managed optimally, and also there is room for further spreading its messages and presenting its priorities. So it was presented actually in Equatorial Guinea. These are some photos that I will go through fast, and then we'll go to some messages. Círculo de Bellas Artes in Madrid, Spain, and I know there are many people from Spain here. This is in Bahrain. This is in Uruguay. Actually, this one, not only in the USA, but in the Naval Academy, which was a very nice event, by the way. That's in a church in the United States. Japan. Ethiopia. The Diplomatic Club in Cairo, Egypt. A cultural center in Egypt called the Cultural Wheel. In la Universidad Carlos III de Madrid, España. And actually, to implement the initiative, I have 4 CDs bearing 4 messages in Arabic, English, and Spanish. And this is the first CD called The Unsaid. And I will tell you something about this later. The second one is Drafts and Drifts, because sometimes we mix a plan for a vision and a vision for a plan, and they are not the one and the same. Sometimes we are too busy in the drafts till we drift, or we mistake hard work for efficiency, because there are those who mistake, they say, it's here actually, to those who don't realize that work, effort, and sacrifice are the price, not the prize. Stigmatism, it's related to the human nature. Unfortunately, it may take few seconds to commit a problem, to do something wrong, and spend a whole life paying for that. And this is the fourth one, resilience, the concept from psychology, which is in brief, in this order, the will and ability to bounce back after a fall. This is the one I told you I'll tell you about, some quotes from the initiative, from the Unsaid. I'll just read it briefly. To the dream of being at peace with yourself, because if you're not at peace with yourself, you can never, ever be at peace with anyone else. And harmony with others. To love and to be loved. To trust through honesty, and not through lies and deceit. And to be happy without hurting others. It's never easy, as it partially lies in all what is said, but more in what is unsaid. This is one of the messages. This is another one. The real hero is not the one who fights and wins. He's not the one who sacrifices himself to kill. The real hero is the one that can dismantle the reason that people have to destroy. How can we have so much faith but so little hope? This is hypocrisy. If we overcome this problem of greed, of hunger for power, many problems will be solved, because we miss for illusions the superficial meaning of life. It's simple and can be lived better with good intentions. And of course, it's not about winning a war. It's about avoiding all wars. We are the slaves of what we learn, but the masters of what we understand. And this one came to me when I saw in one point of our world a bombardment. And there was this doe of dust and blood. And I thought that this doe of dust and blood was once a child and a house. So something actually must be done, because what we see on TV, for some, is very painful. And it is not enough to have sympathy. It did not work. We need to aspire for empathy and not apathy, of course. And this is the last message for tonight. The route, the map, the key goes through peace, honesty, understanding, harmony, and if possible, love. Because if love is not implanted in us, just by being pragmatic, just by being wise, lend me your hand, I will lend you your hand. If you don't love me, it's okay. It's better if you love me. But if you don't, it's better for both of us to be pragmatic, to live together for a better future for all. I will now share a clip in the framework of a culture of peace, and I will let the clip talk for itself.
I saw the scene, I saw the crime, when humans killed in cold blood. Just take a look, then wonder why mercy had dried out, apathy is all around. Searching for solutions where they cannot be found. In reality, hatred is gaining ground. Who can take pride in such a thing? In the swirl of evil, the devil must win. Every day someone is killed, every day tears are shed. Wolves would come down all the way to hell. Vultures won't touch what humanity has killed. For understanding and harmony are now gone. Who can take pride in such a thing? In the swirl of evil, the devil must win. We're what we are, but we can change pragmatically, just lending a hand, underlining what is common and accepting what is not, interacting till we're happy and free. Then we can take pride in what we are, and this whirl of evil be demolished and gone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will, if you allow me, I will share another one, another brief one. I would just like to say 2 words about it, maybe 3. The thing is that, what is a conflict? A conflict is party A losing time, energy, and resources to make party B lose time, energy, and resources. It's not a very intelligent thing to do. It's not easy because we were born with 2 seeds. One of them, love and light. Another one, I will not say evil. I will say, a cloud distorting love and light. We only need to brush off this cloud. It's doable. Not easy, but what's about not easy? We do things that are not easy because easy is done by each and everyone. So it's the role of ICD to do this. Actually, when I was thinking of what other clip to share with you tonight, out of 64 songs, don't worry, I thought that since I did not bring the guitar, I did not sing along, I did not fully, engage the initiative as sometimes I do it, I thought that this song has to do with the culture of peace, has to do with the need to get rid of conflicts, and also it shows some footings from live concerts or events. So it's called Esperanto, by the way, of the wishful thinking of Esperanto of the United Nations of 1980, when there was hope, and maybe there still is, for the whole world. I will not say speak one language, speak as many languages as you say, but what counts is what words we say, and more important, what meanings do we have inside.
Many are the wounds in this life, still many are the recoveries. Yet wounds often strike in disguise, shattering the heart, soul, body and mind. Suddenly you become disillusioned, seeing what's behind the smile. Smiles are often fake, but teeth are sharp and real. By the humanity of those who are building up tragedies. The dough of dust and blood was once a child and a house. Can we see a candle burning under the sun? Or will we only see it when darkness is all that surrounds us? To apathy we are still addicts. Moments escape as laughter cries, and a candle can burn full long. The dough of dust and blood was once a child and a house. The dough of dust and blood was once a child and a house. Many are the wounds in this life, moments escape as laughter dies.
Thank you so much. Before leaving the floor, I just want to add one thing to my dear friend, His Excellency Badr Abdelati mentioned regarding our candidature to UNESCO. If a country is truly and honestly aspiring for a better world for all, if a country believes that we want the one human family without exceptions to be happy, to be with peace, to be prosper, maybe it's the right time for Egypt to have the opportunity to serve humanity at UNESCO through Her Excellency Ambassador Minister Mushira Khattab. And I would very much like to thank dear friend Mr. Mark Domfried and the family of the ICD, and my dear friend, His Excellency Ambassador Badr Abdelati and the family of the Egyptian Embassy in Berlin. And before both my dear friends Mark and Badr, I would like to thank you all for creating this field of positive energy at this lovely premises of the ICD in Berlin. Thank you so much.